Peter Schiff discussed how government spending, money printing, and people paying not to work is leading us into an inflation apocalypse. He said that GDP growth is going to be extremely high because we just went through the greatest artificial depression in American history created by an extraneous shock event, and also governments just shutting down their economies. And now we are back into a sort of natural growth cycle that has been dampened. It seems a little bit, at least, by the government passing out stimulus checks to keep people from re entering the workforce. First of all, there's nothing natural about this so called recovery because we haven't really recovered. The economy is actually sicker now than it was before the pandemic, when governments around the country ordered businesses to close and people not to go to work. Everybody stopped producing. So if you are helping to produce goods, you are not producing the goods. If you are performing services, you stop performing those services. Now, Peter says that if people are not productive well, they need to reduce their consumption because you can't consume stuff that's not actually produced. But the government didn't want people to stop spending, even though it ordered them to stop working. So what happened was the Federal Reserve just printed up all this money and gave it to businesses for the Triple P program, gave it to workers and extended unemployment benefits, sent out all the stimulus money. So you have an economy where we are producing less, but everybody wants to spend more. That's not economic growth, that's massive inflation. And what we are seeing now is the byproduct of everybody's spending all this money that we just printed, and that's what's goosing the GDP. But this is not a real economy. Our trade deficits are exploding. We have never seen merchandise trade deficits this high. What we have done is we have substituted real economic growth, real goods production for money printing, and we are about to pay the price in terms of an enormous increase in the cost of goods and services. It's going to be like the 1970s, only a much worse economy and much higher inflation. It's an inflationary depression, not just stagflation. All this government spending is inhibiting an actual recovery from taking place because whenever the government spends money, it has to deprive the free market of those resources. It's not the taxation that's the problem, it is the spending. Government spending is effectively taxation. So once the government decides to spend money, the question is how do we pay for it now? The most obvious way is we send the government our money through an income tax or sales tax, whatever it is. But if they don't have the political guts to ask the Americans to pay for all the spending that they are delivering, then they ask the Federal Reserve to print money. But that doesn't mean we get the government for free. Peter points that it simply means the government is robbing us of the purchasing power of our money, and that's what's happening. The government is creating money, putting it into the economy, giving it to people to spend. These people are bidding up prices, and that's what driving the GDP. It's higher prices and more spending as we are producing less. That's why you see this enormous trade deficit. There is a widespread shortage of stuff. You have to order things. It takes months and months to get them. There's a huge backlog and prices are really going up. Now the Federal Reserve is asking us to believe that what we are seeing is just transitory, that it's gonna blow over and it's nothing that should concern us. But this is actually what the Federal Reserve said in 2005 to 2006 about subprime. They told us, ignore what's happening in the subprime mortgage market. It's contained. It's not going to be a problem for the mortgage market. It's not a problem for housing. It's not a problem for the economy. Just ignore it. It's no big deal. The Federal Reserve was completely wrong about the subprime market being contained. They are now just as wrong, if not more so, about inflation being transitory. Peter adds up, we are at the beginning of a huge escalation in the cost of living, and they are throwing gasoline on the fire by continuing to spend more money paid for by the printing press, says Peter. Even though they are talking about rising taxes on the rich, the amount of revenue that those higher taxes are actually going to raise is going to compel in comparison to the money that they want to spend and that particular type of taxation that's targeted at the rich. What ends up happening is the rich don't spend less, they invest less, and investing is what drives economic growth because investments is what creates productivity. businesses, jobs. That doesn't come from what rich people spend. It comes from what rich people don't spend. But if the government takes that money instead, it depresses the economy. So we are going to depress the economy at the same time. We are printing up a bunch of money and the government has created such a perverse incentive. We have so many Americans that have left the workforce. They have no desire to return to their jobs because the government has given them a better deal. It is more lucrative not to work than to go and get a job, and of course, it's far more enjoyable to have a vacation and get paid more than you would get if you return to work. So the government is paying people not to produce and then giving them money to buy the stuff that they didn't produce. This is going to be an inflationary apocalypse. When the government is taxing corporations, they are not really taxing corporations. They are taxing the shareholders of these corporations. So it's the people that own the corporations that pay that tax. Then they pay a tax again when they collect a dividend or they get a capital gain. So if we are going to raise both the corporate tax and the tax on dividends and capital gains that people receive, after they have already paid the corporate tax, the percentage of total income that is being confiscated by the US government will be well in excess of 50% as per Peter. Even though we have a lot of Americans who are not working, a lot of people in other countries who are working. We have all these people who are going to work. They are in factories. They are producing all this stuff and then they load it up on container ships and they send it to America. So even though Americans are not producing, we still get to consume because we live off the fruits of the labor of people in China and other parts of the world. The reason that Chinese are willing to give us their products is because we are giving them dollars. But all the dollar is a piece of paper. It doesn't have any actual real value like all the consumer goods that we are getting from China. When the Chinese and the rest of the world lose confidence in the future purchasing power of those, they are not going to want to accept them anymore in exchange for their stuff. And then what's going to happen is we are going to see the dollar really start to fall on foreign exchange markets. And that's when the inflation chickens are really going to come home to roost in a way that it's impossible for the government to ignore the reality or just point to a doctored CPI, warns Peter. And according to him, the next real recession is going to be triggered by inflation. As the costs go up so much, businesses start firing people because they need to stay in business. And consumers, even though they are spending a lot of money, they are spending it on food. They are spending it on energy. So they don't have money left over to buy other stuff, and so they have to stop buying other stuff. And now all the people who earn their living selling that other stuff will lose their jobs, and now we are in a recession that is caused by inflation. Do you find this topic really interesting? And please tell me your thoughts about Peter's views in the comment section below. And for more such beautiful videos, subscribe to this channel, like this video and share it with your friends and family. Bye bye.